We have two bases right here, and all we're doing is a T1 flat damage with a T2 or better resistance. So first, we're going to attack these rings with the Omen of Homogenizing Coronation coupled with our Perfect Regal Orb in order to get another flat damage, which is really good for us. If the ring has two resistances, just go ahead and lock in your Desecration with the Omen of Dextral Necromancy so that it only adds suffixes. The Omen of Sovereign, take your Preserved Collarbone and hit it for that third suffix. So the reason we hit it with that Omen of Sovereign is so that it gives us either skill speed or a resistance paired with the Chaos Res. Either one of those is a good combination. So now that this ring has its three suffixes, we can start attacking the prefixes. And the way we're going to do that is by choosing an element that is not present here. In this instance, it's fire. So we're going to use the Fire Catalyst on this ring all the way up. And now we activate the Omen of Catalyzing Exaltation paired with the Omen of Hamanaga in Exaltation, Jesus. And now you just want to hit it. We got flat fire damage, which is great. I know a lot of you guys would be like, why didn't you just use lightning or cold res? Don't worry about that. It doesn't really matter if we get lightning or cold. This ring is still viable. So we increase the quality for the second time, and this time with lightning. We leave these omens activated and hit it with another greater exalted orb. We got increased lightning percentage, which is just not right. Okay, it's just not right. And this ring is pretty much done. So now let's jump to the ring with the better outcome, which is 2 flat damages and 1 resistance. And the reason you want the cold resistance or whichever element resistance that you have down there is so that you can attack it with the Omen of Catalyzation and the Homogenizing Exaltation in order to get a second resistance. And if you're lucky, you hit 15 to all resistances, which is the outcome that we're looking for. Therefore, we're looking for an element that is not present on the ring. In this instance, it's either lightning or fire res. However, the lightning catalyst is a little bit pricier than the fire, so we're gonna go ahead and go with fire. I've been taking these rings all the way to 20. If you want to do less, go ahead by all means. So now in combination with these two omens, activate the Omen of Dextral Exaltation so that your exalted orb will only add a suffix. Now with these two on, let's go ahead and grab our second suffix, and we got 2 elementals, so which is really nice. So we can go ahead and lock in our Sovereign Desecration. And as always, you want to make sure this one's on to activate the suffix. We still need to hit that lightning damage in order to make a great ring. But let's increase the quality with lightning modifiers again, taking it all the way to 20. And let's hit it with the Omen of Catalyzing Exaltation and Omen of Homogenizing Exaltation in order to get that flat lightning damage. Let's throw it in the well and reveal something nice. A lot of people want the resistances, but some people out there are just looking for pure damage, and that's what we want as well. And wow, what a nice ring. Bring it back to the workshop and send your other one to the mail. Create the other one revealing increased skill speed. Not bad. Bring that back, and now you have your rings. Let's look for our base. So if you go to the bottom left and you go to market panel, it'll bring up the search. And what we're searching for is ring on item filter, item rarity, magic, item level 79. You can drop this to 78, 77 to get more bases. Under miscellaneous, we're going corrupted, no. Trade filters, buyout price, you're gonna want to change this to exalted orb 150. Now the important section is you want to add a stat group called count. And you want to add total to cold resistance, set it to minimum 1, add to cold resistance, add, set it to minimum 1, total cold resistance, total fire resistance, and total lightning resistance all get 38. We do not want to add the stat filter that says total resistances or total elemental resistances, because then you can get a total to all elemental resistance, suffix, and we do not want that. So we add count again, minimum 1 each of the elemental plus the physical, and you want to go 30 on the elemental damage and about 18 or 20 on physical damage. Now next at the end, you want to add a stat group called not, and what you want to add there is to accuracy rating, and make sure it's the implicit version. This makes it so that when you look for rings, we're not looking for accuracy rating rings, maximum mana rings, or increased cast speed rings, right? So this is really nice when you're looking for bases, and just press search. Now here what we're looking for is any base of our liking with a combination of a prefix and a suffix that is a 1 and 2. So like 1 and 6 is not favorable. However, something like this is. It's a T1 physical damage to attacks with a T2 lightning resistance, which is not bad for 60 exiles. Let's just go buy that, drag it over to the workbench, and now we got both our bases.